Hi everybody, thank you so much for your support of the Cosmic Chats, for your attention and your energy, and just being a part of each episode. It makes all the difference. So if you haven't subscribed before, please consider doing so. The more subscribers that we can get, the wider the net that we can cast, and the more and more people that we can bring in to share their insights, consciousness, and wisdom, and reveal that in the universe for all of us. So thank you so much and have a great day. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Thank you so much for popping on today. My name is Debbie Sugarbaker. I am the host of the Cosmic Chats with Debbie Sugarbaker podcast, where I speak with individuals who are elevating consciousness and energy around health and healing and mental health and all different all different ways that we can basically make our life better and see things with a new perspective, new energy, etc. So today I'm here, I am joined with Renata, who is the founder of Healing House. She is based out of Costa Rica. She has been a pioneer for many years, working with doctors and individuals to integrate a vibrational and frequency and healing and this aspect of healing with other modalities. So she is also a distributor of MyMat, which is a PEMF mat that we're going to be discussing today. And I'm really thrilled that you're here. So Renata, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, okay, you said I'm the distributor, no, but I'm really like the one that producing it.
Oh, wow.
So we are producing the MyMat, and already like 10 years in Costa Rica and for 2 years now in Switzerland as well.
Oh, wow.
So the mat is a pulse electromagnetic field device that, I would like to explain a little bit about the frequencies and all we're working with.
I would love to hear it. So what exactly is the PEMF mat?
Yeah, and so like perhaps to tell you a little bit how I got there, as you said, like I'm working for a long time, so it's like already in '78 I started organizing workshops with all kind of what is like fashion now, with the yoga and with meditation and with Bach flowers and with essential oils, and we would like have in Switzerland, this was in Switzerland, so there would be come people from the US for Touch of Health, or others like with Reiki already, and like all kinds. What is like really on the market now, where you can see everything.
So you were basically a pioneer. You were way ahead of the time in a way.
Yeah. So
and it wasn't so well accepted back then. It was people were more closed-minded to it, right?
So my parents would throw me out of the house because this was sad. Like they said, this is all with the devil and things like that, you know.
Oh my God.
In '82, we organized the first astrology world congress in Zurich, like in Switzerland. Wow. And so like I really had from very young age, I had to do with like I was so blessed that so many masters came into my life, you know. So I went to many schools and many teachings, and about like 20 years ago I connected with the first device I saw with a frequency device. So it was, and there I was like, okay, before as well I worked with shamans and healers all over, so I did healing work, so like I had therapies with all kind of things. But then I said like, wow, this is just what we need, because when the frequencies come, like what we do is like really working with the healthy frequencies of our organism. So the biophysicists, they already know how to measure these frequencies. And so our scientists, they know how to repeat these healthy frequencies that we have in our body. And so when you have the mat, like the mat is a little thing like that, then, okay, they have it in a little bag, but this is the mat. So you put the mat on your body with the frequencies that you have chosen. Your body reminds itself how it can work and does self-healing. So this is, and It is,
So
it's
let's
really,
say, and maybe if you don't mind me just to ask a quick question. So let's say, for example, somebody might be feeling sluggish or working on kind of detoxifying the liver. So is there a setting that corresponds to the frequency that a healthy liver should be resonating at, and then it kind of brings your liver into that. Is that what it does? But very gently, right?
so like we work with the meridians. So you work like, you put in like the liver meridian, and like when you see about then you do a detox as well. Like there are always 4 programs that you can choose to the work together. So we say people that it's good to work like with the 4 different programs. So it's not just the liver, it's like the detox, and then you do as well perhaps a chakra that is involved with that, and balancing or a stress relief. And so the body really accepts it so well, and the healing goes very, very fast. But it's a self-healing. We cannot say that the mat does it, you know. So it's a self-healing device.
Self-healing is just allowing your body to return to its natural state of flow, the energy within the body, correct?
That's it. And so and when I saw the first device, I said, wow, that's it, because that's it what a healer does when it's completely aligned, you know, because it's never the healer that heals. The healer just brings back the frequencies that the body or like the spirit needs, you know. And so this is like, it's already now 10 years that I did it, because like the devices that were out there, they were always so, like they did cost so much. And so the clinics and things like that. And so I said, like, we have to do something that people can have it at home. So I started with this a home device. And so this is what we do now here. And people really love it, because it helps from babies to adults and for animals as well. And so we really can use it all over.
It's beautiful. I mean, I think, yeah, I was thinking when you said animals, I was thinking about my dog. He was a rescue from a hurricane in Houston. And so he has a big fear of thunder, rain, even rain. Right now it's raining too. And, you know, also, you know, when I leave, he gets like nervous, like, you're going to leave me? Because I think he was left. Or anyway, he has a lot of nerves. And I was thinking when you mentioned that it can be for animals, like that maybe it could be a good, he just sits on it and it can kind of rebalance his energy. Is that the idea?
Yes, and it helps with the fear. Like I have many that said like before their dog was so afraid of like the fireworks and things like that, because
Yes.
here we have fireworks all the time. And so you prepare them with the mat, and then they're calm.
Wow.
And like
I think I need to get one just for that.
so with children as well, and like with autistic children or the children that have Asperger, that like they really cannot really handle all the environmental noise, you know?
Yeah.
So it really helps them very much.
It's really interesting that you said that, because actually I took him to Palm Springs, which is in the desert, just for a day and a half this weekend. And he was so calm there. It was like he was a different dog. And we got back to Los Angeles in the city, and it's like immediately he was back with this, you know, just very on guard and high intense. And I'm sure it's the same with us humans, you know. We are very much affected by many things that we don't see in terms of waves and energy. And, you know, people now were wearing blue light glasses and, you know, with the TVs and everything. Can you talk a little bit about that too, the environmental energies that are around?
Yeah, like this is one of the basic programs. In a way, it's about the grounding. I know, because like, as you say, like in the city and things, because then we're always away from like the earth frequencies and the human frequencies. And this is what we need to be in. This is what we need to be alive in a way. And so like people, they really get stress, always more. And so like with the mat, we have like in most of the programs, we have more than 80 programs. There are the different like the human frequencies and earth frequencies. So this is why like there's so many children, they don't want to go to sleep if the mom doesn't put them the mat on, because they really feel it, they need it to calm down after a whole day of running around in school and after school and whatever is going on, you know. And so like it really helps to do what you do when you go in nature, and like what you said, when you go in the desert and then calm down, you know. This is what we do. And there is a program as well about the electrosmog, and this is like what, with all the Wi-Fi's and all these other frequencies that we have around. So you use that in the evening. That helps. It's not just electrosmog, but it helps as well all the frequencies that come in with when you live in a city or when you have a work and see so many people, like you really get charged with all this information as well. So it helps you with that.
It's incredible. So, okay, so you mentioned a little bit about how you got into this, that you've been, you know, your whole life you were basically very interested in seeing things through an energetic lens, through astrology, through a kind of a deeper spiritual way. Did that start from when you were a little girl, or was there something that kind of opened the door for you? And you were also, like I said, a pioneer, because it was a time when human consciousness was in a different place, you know, and now we're much more open to these things. So I would love to hear a little bit more about how you even, what was your childhood, or...
Okay, like I grew up in the Swiss Alps, so like on a little farm like Haiti, you know? So yeah, so it was very easy to be really connected with nature. So I would just go out every morning very early and sit in the forest and like, okay, meditating, but then like I heard like from my parents would say, no, you're hiding from work, or no, because then meditating was not the thing. So I would go and yeah, I did connect with nature, and I still do, because this, I really, when I go into cities, and okay, I live in the city, I live in San Jose, but I live on a hill with all forests around. So it is just all forests. So every morning I can go into the forest and connect with the trees and like hug the trees, and really as I do need that, and I think we all would need that. But as we are like, we are made now to live in the cities. And so I'm happy that this mat exists, so I can help many people to reconnect with this frequency that they feel it. They need it. They really need it. Like people need it when they are in the cities.
Right.
And so like when
calibrate the energy.
Yes.
And can they, if people are dealing with serious, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people are deal with more serious illnesses, can they use it in conjunction with other, maybe more traditional methods of, you know, medicine and...
Yes, with all the different medicines that are there, like I work together with like Tibetan doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, with homeopathic doctors, with physiotherapists, and or like with the ones that go for chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Then they say that like when they go with the mat, they are fine. Like they don't feel the things, they don't get the sadness, they don't feel the pain. And so, and the doctors that work with the mat, they say like whatever they do, the healing goes so much faster when they combine it with the mat.
Wow.
So it is, it goes together. It has no side effects. So it is, it's really nice. And the people that like, I never do any publicity, we don't do any marketing things. So like it just moves by word of mouth.
Wow. It's so powerful, you know. Even I was just thinking as you were speaking, like it takes a little time sometimes, or sometimes things happen in our life and then we awaken to the fact that like, oh, the way I was living, like so contracted and so with it holding on and so like this, which was maybe how I needed to get to where I am now. It's like you get to a place where you realize, oh, I don't have to live like that anymore. And can I accept a different reality, one where perhaps I balance my energies every day and I feel more balanced and more, you know, connected to myself throughout the day. Like sometimes it takes people a process to get to that point where they're really ready to be open to living in a different way. And then the mat feels like it's something that can really assist in that, something I can do every day. I also do, for example, infrared sauna. For me, it feels like something like that. It resets me in a way, or yoga, you know, but it took many years to kind of practice to accept living in this better, it's a better, you know, more vibrant reality when your energy is like really flowing, you know?
Yeah, and so like, okay, before I was just all with natural things and with like with all the healing methods that are really in a way natural.
Right.
And so then when I got to this kind of technology, I felt, okay, this is as well, like for the people that would never go to a healer or would never be open to do like all the hands-on therapy.
Right.
So when like a back pain that never goes away, then they say, okay, some technology would help them. And so, okay, they use the program for back pain. But then in all the programs, we have all these other frequencies inside as well that help to reconnect with your inner wisdom. And so they use it, okay, for digestion or back pain or whatever, but then they start after a while, they say, oh, okay, I changed my way of like diet, and now I do yoga, and now I do this, and say, oh, that's it. And they say, well, that's it. Yeah, that's how it works, so no?
Yeah. Part of the opening of that energy, opening of the energy field, which is also like, you know, they say that living in flow and in abundance and just welcoming like life in a different way, it feels like. And even though I've done that many times, for example, in my own life, I feel like right now I'm being pulled to open even in a different way that's very unfamiliar for me, you know? And so I feel like listening to the Schumann resonance and, you know, binaural beats and, you know, walking in nature and the mat and all these things can help go from one level to the next, right?
Yeah, it really helps. And like people now, they start to understanding more about frequencies because they hear so much about the bad frequencies. So if there are bad frequencies, okay, they have to be the good frequencies as well, you know? And so this is like, yeah, since I started, I said, okay, in the future people will understand more. So I'm not pushing to make it go out because the universe will help.
For sure. And that's a beautiful way to put it. Just as there are bad frequencies, there are also good frequencies that we can feed for ourselves. And just like there's a lot of fear and, you know, people, they say that if you're watching the news all the time or you're connecting to whatever it is via the TV or even, like we said, walking in the street, it's really nice to know that just as there are things that can be harmful, there is just as much positivity. Because, you know, our universe, this is something my spiritual teacher always used to tell me, was that everything exists in a polarity, as dark as it can be, as light as it can be. And so it's really nice to be reminded, as you are telling us today, that that light exists and the positive frequencies exist. And we can feed ourselves with that positivity and nourishment and life force.
Yeah, and it helps very much people that are very depressed. Mm-hmm. So when and because there are really nice like frequencies for joy or for peace, and so like it very much helps them to get out.
I love it. So do you have any suggestions? You know, a lot of people ask me, especially people who are highly sensitive, ways to using the mat or maybe not using the mat, or things that you do in all of your experience and many years kind of being in this way, ways that you strengthen your aura, that you strengthen your protective shield, that you can be really, that can make us like stronger, you know? Do you have any suggestions for that?
Yeah, with the mat, you already help or like to be in balance. When you're in balance, that you're always much stronger. But like like perhaps what is really nice to do is just connect with nature, and like every morning you just like, if you can't go into nature, you just think that you're connected with the Mother Earth and let go of all your heavy energy. So it's not about the bad energy or what it is, it's the heavy energy, because we are all full with that. you know, and then like you feel how it goes down, and then connect with the universe and fill yourself up with all the power, the love and light that is in the universe. And then like you make a shield around you with all that light, and that really helps. It gives you like the strength, and there is where we all connected. So you tap into this field.
Beautiful. Maybe you can do a short, before we click off, maybe you can do a short meditation for us. I feel that you do these types of things.
Yeah, I don't
visualization.
Really, it is about the nature. So like I like, okay, like in my house I have the like the privilege that when I built the house I wanted a round room with a pyramid on top.
Wow.
And so when you go into the room, like you stand in the center, and immediately you get into a channel. And so whatever you say, it is like a very strong sound inside of you. So it's not the echo outside. So you start vibrating. And so this is what we try to do with the mat, because it is all about sacred geometry. So the mat is all about sacred geometry, and it's about the quantum physics, it's about math. And so this is how the cells communicate, this is how we are communicating. So it's really
that is really the way to go.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me. Okay, beautiful. Well, thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, we'd be happy to ask. Or for Renata, if you feel like there's anything else that you want to share.
So like for me, like it's yeah, like this is for the last 11 years already. Like I'm with this because like when I started, perhaps it's something nice. Like when I just felt that I had to do that, and I was meeting with the scientists and doctors, and it's like we have to get out with something small that people can use without having to go to 10 workshops and and buying every month a new thing to add to it, you know. So it is one device, and like since it exists, like people use it for like 11 years and they still use it, and the whole family can use it. And okay, it's against the whole marketing scheme and all that, but it is like what really I feel like we are coming into the Aquarian age, or we are in, and this is what it should be, you know, that people can, yeah, it's not just about making money, making the things, you know. So like when it's about as well, like people say, why do you do that? I said, it's to help people, you know.
Right.
When the moment I can help a lot of people, then of course you make money, but then I can help more people, because then with a lot of money you can help a lot of people, you know. So
to have. Beautiful. It's a beautiful mindset to have.
Yeah, and I think there is where we have like the world should go, because like we are in a crisis now, and this crisis is to wake up people that we are going in the wrong direction.
Right.
It's not about consuming and more and more and more and more, you know. It's about like really stepping back a little bit, see what we have done to nature, all what we are destroying, you know. So we have to start coming together and seeing that we can just help to reconnect. And so like for my thing, it's about reconnecting, because like what we do is reconnecting the information, like the communication of the cells. And so when the cells like know how to communicate, then the communication with all the environment is getting better as well, you know. And so like what you can do as well, like with the mat, you just put water on it, like a glass of water, like a bottle of water, put the frequencies in, and then afterwards you drink the water or give the water to the plants or to the animals and things. And so because the water stores all the frequencies as well. And so like, and as well you can do like the distant healing, like sometimes we do the groups, you know, all together like that, send like without being together, but just saying, okay, like use these frequencies, and so we send it out into the world, you know. It's like a meditation when you do really, when you're complete in the meditation, but so many people have difficulty to get into there, you know. But
because
so like you
because of the static, I think. All the static around and the energies, and
that's it. That's it.
so that's how the mat can really help. And it also feels like what you're saying, like moving into another, humanity is moving into another way of being completely, just as the individuals are. You know, after many lifetimes and generations of like survival mode and, you know, taking and this and that, we needed to move to integrate into a higher space. Sounds like what you're saying.
So there we are.
There we are. Well, thank you so much, Renata. It was really a pleasure speaking with you today. This is Renata Beffa of the Healing House. And the Healing House, just so everybody knows, the Healing House is, you started the Healing House and you worked with the doctors and the scientists to develop this mat, correct? And then the Healing House produces the MyMat. That's how it works, right?
And like everybody can go into like and download the application. It says MyMat, and you can see and you can tune in, like see all the what is going, like all the programs. Okay, you can't have the frequencies because you would need the mat, but at least you can see and a little bit look around and see whether you would like it. And on healinghouse.live, we have the whole information on our website, so people can check it out.
Amazing.
Okay.
So check out her Instagram. You can check out the website. You ship all over the world, right?
Pardon?
You ship the mat everywhere in the world. You can order from anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, we have it in more than 60 countries already. So like we do it, but it's like an organic growth, you know? So it goes.
Organic
Thank you.
growth, the best. Thank you so much, Renata. Have a beautiful day. Thank you to everyone who joined. We feel you, we love you, and Renata, I'm just really taken by your beautiful energy. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Bye-bye.